Here from Camp Gilgal TV. May the Lord bless you. May the Lord cover you with all the blessing. It is September month. September time. And before I go deep on the thought that is on me today, if it is your first time, you come across this channel called the Camp Gilgal TV with Bishop J. I kindly request you to subscribe. Then once you finish subscribing, and I say to you to like the video and to share it to all your social media platform. It is September time and it is springtime. We are coming here in Mzansi, South Africa, out of the winter. And as we come out of the winter, now we've been resurrected. And as we have been resurrected, and all the green leaves are coming out from us. We were been in hibernations. Now we are out of hibernations. Now we are spreading life all over again. We are now conquering. And as we are conquering territories and as we are conquering new adventures, and let me remind you, it's not too far along to the end of 2023. If you are not done anything up, let me tell you, hurry up and hurry up and hurry up, because the Lord of Jehovah Jireh, He is able to do anything and to do it properly for you, and mightily He will do it. Today I'm sharing with you that my God stops the suns. My God has stopped the sun going in the course of the day. And it is twice in the Bible. Let me put that before I go to where I'm going to share with you. It is twice in the Bible that the Lord has done something with the sun. He showed us that He is the omnipotent God, and as the omnipotent God, He is able to change, He is able to do anything He wants, and He is above circumstances, He is above all the things that He created. They subdue under Him and they obey His voice. In a time of King Hezekiah, the Lord, they told Hezekiah to choose if you want the sun to go forward or you want the sun to go backward. And Hezekiah, the king, said, if it go forward, people would say it is not a supernatural miracles. Let it go backward. And the sun went backward. That was in the time of Hezekiah. It went backward. Now, we are talking in Joshua time. Moses is no longer. Moses is the one who took them out of Egypt. Let me give you this background a little bit. Moses is the one who took them out of Egypt by God's mighty hand. You need to know that. And God used Moses to take them out. There is some noise. There is some noise going around in my building. Yeah, there's some people walking around and making noise. Do not. I hope you don't want to bother for that. Okay, let's go back. Moses, God used him as an instrument to take the people of Israel out of Egypt. Then Moses, as a great leader himself, he chooses Joshua. God approved the choice of Joshua. Joshua, first of all, he was a man who had interest in heart, and he leaned toward Moses, because the Bible give us a good narration of Joshua following Moses all over Moses where he was going. And Moses is choosing him to be the great warrior. Even when the spies went to spy to the land of milk and honey, Joshua and Caleb are the only two among the 12 who brought a better report of saying what God is able to do. No matter what the giants are in the land, but God is able to give them victory. That it is Joshua. Joshua generation went from victory to victory. When Moses died, God has raised up Joshua. When you read chapter 1 of Joshua, the book of Joshua in chapter 1, you will understand how God has raised up Joshua. And God said to him, wherever your foot planted down there, I have given you everything. And Joshua led the people of Israel to the conquest of the land. Now we are in the book of Joshua, the book of the conquest of the land, where they are conquering the land. They are conquering the land. They did not get everything mahala. As we say here in South Africa, they free. It means free. They did not get it free. They have to work for it and they have to do something, but by God's directions and by God's power. Now, when they conquer, you will see the first battle they conquer, it was Jericho. And in Jericho, they did not fight. Hallelujah. They did not fight in Jericho. God has given them a procedure to do. I'm not going to go in that long narrative. And they conquer Jericho. After they conquer Jericho, the next battles of conquest was the land called Ai. In the land of Ai, then they even say, no, it is too small, that land. And before they go to the land, there was already a sin in a camp. A sin was in a camp. They did not know about the sin in a camp. And they said, Ai is too small. We don't need to go with all of us there to conquer them. And when they were defeated, that is the only defeat that the Joshua generation did encounter. They were defeated. And they were defeated because of the sin that was in the camp. That made them to be defeated. And after that, there was also another, they went and conquered Ai, destroyed Ai completely after their repentance. And the people from Gibeon's, another second mischief in Joshua's life, is the people of Gibeon's. Gibeon's people came, tricked them, lied them, and lead them in the wrong direction, and they were caught by the net of the Gibeon's people. The Gibeon people misled them. And then when they found out that the Gibeon people just next door, what happened? And they made them to be their servants. That is the two issue in the time of Joshua conquest that destroyed them. Now, when we arrive in Joshua chapter 10, where all our preaching is, my God has stopped the suns. My God has stopped the sun running at course of the day. The God that I served has stopped it. There is only Yahweh can do that. No one else, because he created it. If you created something, you have power over it. And he has stopped the sun. Now listen to this. Joshua chapter 10 verse 1. King Adoni-Zedek, King Adoni-Zedek of Jerusalem, after he heard that Joshua has conquered Jericho, Joshua has destroyed Ai, and he knows how big Ai it was, and Joshua has submitted the people of Gibeon's. Then he went and collected of his alliances to attack the people of Gibeon's, because he wants to submit them, because he sees himself that he is now in danger. Verse 3 of Joshua chapter 10 says this: King Adoni-Zedek, king of Jerusalem, sent to Oham, king of Hebron, Piram, king of Jamath, Japhia, king of Labishik, and Debir, king of Eglon, saying, come to me, that we must make an alliance and to go and fight the people of Gibeon's, because they are now in alliance with Joshua. Can we imagine? Adoni-Zedek, king of Jerusalem. I'm not talking today about Jerusalem, but that's why God raised up. I just want to let you know that because God in his omniscience, he knew that Jerusalem will be his city. Jerusalem, it will be where his temple will be. Jerusalem, it will be where his name will be celebrated and worshipped. That's why a great hand of supernatural will be arise here. And what Joshua did is, Joshua has the people of Gibeon have called Joshua. Come to our help. We are your servant. Come and help us. Verse 7 says, so Joshua ascended from Gilgal, he and all the people of war with him, and all the mighty men of valor. All the mighty men of valor. All the people of war with him. When you go to the war, let me tell you this. When you go into the war, you do not want to carry the people who cannot fight. Do not carry the people baggages. When you go to the war, you go with soldiers. Soldiers that are ready to give their blood for the nations. Soldiers that are ready to give even the supreme sacrifice of their life for their nation. And Joshua went to the war with all the people of war. With all the people of war and the men of valor. He did not go with small people. He go with the men of valor. The people who will make an impact. The people who will change things. The people who will not gonna go backward, but they're always gonna go forward because their principle is war. Now we arrived there. Verse 8 says this, and the Lord said to Joshua, do not fear them, for I have delivered them into your hands. Not a man of them shall stand before you. Not a man of them shall stand before you, Joshua. Do not fear them. I have delivered them in your hand. And the war started. When you read verse 11, verse 12, you will understand how the battle, it was a bloody battles. Bloody battles. The blood was going all over. This is not like modern fight, where you send a drone to go and bombard somebody. When you send a missile that is well sophisticated with all the computer around. This is a battle that was a face-to-face. This is, let me say, it is a man-to-man battles, where cut the head of somebody, where you cut the hand of somebody, when people are screaming and doing all of this, only the brave in the heart can stand such a battles. And the Bible says in verse 11 and 12, those who ran away from the sword of Joshua, they were killed by the hailstones. Supernatural hand of God has arisen. They were killed by the hailstone. Do not dare to attack a man of God. Do not dare to attack a son or a daughter of God. Because if the sword will not gonna kill you, the hailstones will kill you. Then when they were running away and the sun was going down, the sun was going to be set. And Joshua said, I do not want to postpone this war. Do not postpone a war, my brother. Do not postpone any project of you. Fight until it come to pass. Joshua cried to God, sun, stand still over Gibeon's, moon in the valley of Ajalon, stay where you are, stay where you are, and the time of the world, stand still. There were no watches in the world running that day. All the time, stand still. The minute, the seconds, the hour, stand still. If it was at 3 p.m., it remained at the 3 p.m. and for all time, because the sun was not moving. It means this: the translations of the earth and the rotation of the earth was no longer moving. Everything stands still. Even the waters, even anything stand still. It was the greatest climate change of all time. Not the one they're telling us these days. Of the old time. So Joshua said, stand still. It stood still, and Joshua attacked his enemy, killed them and finished them all. He killed them and finished them all. Let me conclude. I have a lot to say, but my time is running out. Let me conclude with this verse. Verse 14 says, and there has been no day like that. Joshua 10, verse 14. We conclude here. There has been no day like that, before it or after it, that the Lord, indeed, the Lord heeded the voice of a man. Let me repeat this again. And there has been no day like that, before it or after it, that the Lord heeded the voice of a man. For the Lord fought for Israel. Supernatural. The Lord heeded the voice of a man. May the Lord heed your voice. May the Lord heed and listen to your voice that you utter to him every day in your room. May the Lord heed, must listen to your voice that you talk to him every day in your room. God bless you. Keep subscribing.